Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's the old cold guy, Jack, out here in my 150-year-old grain bin, is what it used to be. Anyway, we're going to take a look at a engine for the DT3. I showed you that in a prior video. But I got one that I've been building parts for. And I got an engine here, and I know it's missing some parts. So we're going to take a look at it and see what we're missing and see if we can find them in all I got around here, or if I'm going to have to try and run them down through eBay or Amazon or something like that. So let's take a look at it. All right, that's the little beauty right there. We're going to yank the head off right away if we can. Wow, that's some big head bolts. I don't think the head's been off of this in a while. Does have a clutch cable on it. Doesn't look too bad. There it is. Those bolts need to be cleaned up. Should be 4 washers there someplace. There's the 4th one. All right, how's that look? Got a little crud in it, but not too bad actually. The clutch is not in it, so moving this kick lever doesn't do anything. So we might as well take that off. Then we can take this off, which has no screws in it. And we'll set that over there. It's got a good gasket on it. That's unusual. Let's see if this is locked up, shall we? Yep. Well, I've got these vice grips that have funny looking ends on them, but they will lock onto there without damaging the nut. And guess what? We're not locked up. Keep doing that. Goes up and down just great. And let's see if I can get down there further so I can take a good look at the bore. That's all the way down. Let me run a finger around in there. Oh, that's smooth as a new baby's butt. I mean to tell you. That's looking good. I'm guessing this guy even has compression. It slides pretty easy. what we need is a clutch. A long time ago, 3-4 years ago, I bought 3 DT3s from a guy down central Illinois, and they were in various states of disrepair, and I figured I could make one good one out of them. And actually, I've already made one good one. And I'm working on the second good one. So we have a DT3 F as in Foxtrot, and the number is 142086. Everything in here looks good that's here. I need to find the parts for the clutch. We'll probably need to get a new set of rings. That's looking to be, I don't really trust this one. It's old plastic. But it says that we're at, let me run it all the way out again, 70.5. Clutch parts, we need to know what all we need. It will include the nut and everything else. There is one washer on there. Let me see if I can get that out and see if there's anything else there. Oh, you can't get it out, that's why, without removing this gear. That gear's got a circlip on it. We'll need seals. That's turning over pretty smooth. I don't think we're going to need bearings. Turns over kind of hard, but I think once it's cold out here. I turn over kind of hard myself in the cold. There's no grinding of the gears, or of the bearings, I mean. They're smooth. Alright, so that should be good. Over here, we do have a nice cable. All the ends are on it, coming up from the stator, except it's got a hardware store connector there. So we're going to want to replace that. That one there. The transmission vent and the stator vent are both in place. We need to get the shift lever off. Well, there's nothing holding it other than a weld. Well, that's not good. So, oil has been drained. And so I need to get a grinder. It looks like it's just been welded on the outside, so maybe that won't be too bad if we grind that down. but we might need this shaft. I don't see any broken bits down here. There is a missing bolt right here that I suspect has to do with the clutch. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember seeing that on any others. But the clutch is right here, so my guess is that this is something that goes up and puts pressure on it. Either that, yeah, that's what it's got to be. I'll find out. Well, that's good. So let's go get a parts list for the clutch, an Allen wrench, some larger sockets, and determine what this is and what's missing out of there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's the same day and I'm back again. We're going to see if we got all the parts we need here. All right, we need a small washer that goes in here. There's a washer back behind this gear. So let me see what's going on back there. There's the small washer. Then you have this washer. And then you have this with the bearing on it. Then they don't show it. You got to have this. And that has to go on this. Oh, wait. You got a washer behind that. You don't see that. This is an idler gear that ties the Kickstarter to this, and then we have the basket, which goes on, and these two areas here match up with these items here. So that makes it just about right there. Slips in there just real nice. One thing I've learned about these, while it's possible, I've seen guys do it, it's extremely hard to put this in with all the clutch plates and friction plates together. So we're not going to try. All right, we got the basket in. And then we put this in. It's got the rubber band or the O-ring around there. Okay. Then we start putting the plates in. And you start out with a metal plate. There are two metal plates, one of which, this has teeth on it. That will go in first. Then there's one without teeth on it. This one. That one will go in second. Then you'll have another one with teeth on it. And then you'll have this rubber band, cushion, I think they call it. Maybe not. And you'll repeat. Four, five, six. Am I missing a friction plate? It's possible. Oh, the other thing I was going to do was measure those. And I started putting them on before I measured them. You dummy. Okay, let's just take this one off. Well, that's not going to work. All right. We're at 0.1. Oh, that's inches. I don't want inches. Three millimeters. All right, now I got to get the book out and find out if that's acceptable. You should measure it around in several places. Sorry, didn't mean to kick you. All right, where's the book? The book is here. Clutch section. Free length of the springs friction plates. Here we go. 3 millimeters is standard, and that was 3 millimeters. Whoa! How about that? I'm pretty sure the last one is supposed to be a clutch plate, but we're going to need to find out. Yep, the last one is a metal plate. We're good. Okay. Then we got a shaft that goes in there. We got to find that. I think there's one in there. What's not in there is the ball bearing. We got the shaft, right? Should be the same size as the shaft. All right, we'll figure this out. 0.25. That's a 1/4 inch ball bearing. I'll bet you I got some, because I think that's what they use in the steering head. There are 2 different size bearings they use in the steering head. I think the bigger one of the 2 is a 1/4 inch. .248, which is close enough to 1/4 inch for me. Put it in there. Ram it down. Put this in there, and that gives me room. All right. Perfect. Of course, I'm going to have to take all this back off again, but at least I'll know I have all the parts, right? Next, we measured the friction plates, and they're good. We need to, I should have just wrote this down when I was in there looking at it. Springs should be 36.4. If they're a millimeter off, throw them away and get new ones. 36.4. Ooh, no good. So I need to order new springs. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put them in right now just to hold things together. Everything's in there, right? All right. That's good. We need to look up these all right, I made some notes in here. 30 by 72 by 10. And what I got here is a big box full of oil rings, or oil seals. I might have to order them. All right. Well, I looked through the box over there, and sure enough, I got an envelope that says complete gasket set and oil seal set. But, well, there's a couple of things. For the oil seals, I got no problem putting one on the kick lever and the the shift lever and whatever else I got. But when it comes to putting them on the crank, I really like to have OEM stuff because they're just too damn hard to replace. Well, so I will probably order, if I can find them, OEM version of the crank seals. That looks like a complete set there. These are no name. And let's see, what did I do with my measuring stick here? Alright, this is going to be approximate because I'm just going to do it right through the plastic. $72. This should be the same. It is. $30. And $30. Yep. And $42. So they're in here. If I can't find them OEM, I've got some to put in anyway. So we'll put this back over there in the box with all the other parts and know that we have them. Actually, yeah, let me go, and I'm going to go and order the OEM oil seals as soon as I get back in the house. And I need a new set of springs for the clutch. Unless there's something different. Somebody may have put the wrong ones in there at one time or other. So, we're done for the day. Well, folks, it's the next day. I looked up the OEM oil seals for the crank, and it would cost me about $140 to buy those two seals. So I think we're going to stick with the aftermarket ones that we have, and we'll put those in on the next video. The springs I ordered from Partzilla, and they should be here in 4 or 5 days. So we're getting there on this engine. We'll take the on the next one, we'll start by taking the cover off the stator and get that cleaned up, and maybe redo the casing on the wires coming out of the stator. It's got one little break in them, but the rest of it seems okay, so I'm not positive I'm going to do that. But this
video is getting too long, and we're going to end it right here, and we'll take up probably next week where we left off. We'll see you then. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Like to hear from you. Thanks much. This is the old guy signing off.